Hello and welcome to this quick video on the birthday mail merge assignment. I'm going to go through this a little bit quicker. I would encourage you, if there's something that you're maybe still confused on, to go back through the graduation mail merge. But this is, if you just kind of want to go through this quickly with me, I'll walk you through this assignment. So we have this mail merge for our birthday party that we had. We'll go ahead and start this by keying in our data source in Microsoft Excel. So open up a blank Excel document. Go ahead and click File, Save As, and in your mail merge folder, I would encourage you to save this as birthday data. This is what it should look like when it's all done. Reminders, you do not need to format anything. You know, if your address isn't showing all the way, I encourage you to auto fit. In the date, it might show it as if it shows as a number or something like that. Make sure, if you need to, it has the date as the format. I like using this short date example here. But here is all of the information that you need. Again, double check that address is spelled with ADDRESS and everything else is spelled correctly. Once you have that saved, we will start our new mail merge document. So we're going to go ahead and open up a blank Word document here, and we'll begin our mail merge. To begin our mail merge, we can click up into Mailings, Start Mail Merge, and we will use our step-by-step mail merge wizard. We are going to click through step 1 and 2. We're going to write a letter, so click on Next. Step 2, we are going to use the current document. Click Next. And then step 3 is we're going to use our recipient list. So go ahead and click on this Browse button here. Navigate to where you just stored that file under birthday data. Go ahead and click OK. Make sure first row of data is selected, and you should see the information that you typed in appear. I'm going to go ahead and split screen this as I'm working. Make this a little bit smaller, and we'll start typing in our letter here. Before we do any of that, we need to change and adjust the margins. Do that in the Layout tab, or just double click on the ruler, change the top margin to 2, and click OK. We'll then go ahead and type in 1100 West Higgins Road, Hoffman Estates, IL 60169, and then today's date, whatever date that is. We'll hit enter. It says QS over here for quad space, so we'll hit enter 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're then going to move on to the next step, which is to write our letter and put in our address block. So under Write Your Letter, address block is selected. We want to verify that all of the fields are there: first name, last name, address, city, state, and zip. If something is missing, like I don't see the address, maybe you spelled it wrong, go ahead and click on Match Fields and match up address to address or city to city, whatever you need to match it up with. If everything looks okay, just go ahead and click that OK button. We're going to go ahead and hit enter 2 times. That's where we see the double space over here. So 1, 2, and then we'll put in our greeting line. In our greeting line, we can just keep the defaults the same. The one thing that we do need to remember is that we do not want the comma in our greeting line. So right here, we will click None, click OK. We have our greeting line in here, and then again, we will double space. You can begin typing in all of this information. So your birthday is one of the most exciting days of the year. Our records indicate you were born on. And then we have this field for birthday. So since that's not in the default section, we need to find that under More Items. So over here, I'll click on More Items, and we are looking for birthday. Click Insert, Close, and then go ahead and type in a period. In between each body paragraph, we'll hit enter 2 times, 1, 2. Once we get after the word food, we're going to put their favorite food in. Make sure there's a space after the comma. Click on More Items. We'll put favorite food. Insert, and it looks like that ends our sentence. So we're going to put close and then a period. We'll then put in, if you wear your favorite color, and put that in right here. More items is going to be their favorite color. Click close. Make sure you have a space between color and you. You will get a free dessert. Okay, everything's looking pretty good. We'll type in this last sentence, double space in between. I got one too many there. It says, we hope you have a great birthday celebration. We'll then hit enter 2 times. Type in sincerely. Quad space at the end, so hit enter 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to put your name, and then underneath is kind of your title, cafeteria staff, and we're going to keep that all single spaced. All right, so that is what our document's going to look like when it's all said and done. We can then preview our letters to make sure everything looks okay. If there's any spelling and grammar mistakes, you can go ahead and correct those. In the instructions, we are going to print a few items. Our instructions indicate that we should print the letter with the field codes in step 4. So I'll go back to step 4. Under mailings, we will highlight the merge field codes. So those are gray. You can print that off. You are then going to go into step 5, and we are going to print the letter to Chris Livingston. So that letter to Chris Livingston is recipient number 2. You can keep those highlight merge fields on, hit print, and then finally you are going to print your data source with all the right page setup. You should be a pro at this by now. Landscape, fit to 1 page, centered. We'll put in a custom footer with your name, title, block, and under sheet, grid lines, and row and column headings. Click OK. And you can turn those 3 things in, staple together in that order, print it off. And that is it for birthday mail merge.